Okay, boys and girls, it's Mrs. Pelletier again, and we've got a second story by Tommy DePaula. And this one's called Nana Upstairs, Nana Downstairs. And again, he drew and he wrote the words, Tommy DePaula, and he also painted the illustrations. And if you look really carefully, you see Nana outside with Tommy, and then you see Nana upstairs. So there's a Nana upstairs and Nana downstairs. There are two Nanas in this book. Okay, and again, I want you to think about, I think he's got some clues in here about who this story might really be about. So see, here are the two Nanas. And if you don't know what Nana means grandmother. And he has two of them, and that's what this story is about. So here you can see this one looks like she's a little older, and this one's a little younger. When Tommy was a little boy, he had a grandmother and a great-grandmother. He loved both of them very much. So let's look carefully at that boy in the picture. Does that kind of look like the boy in the art lesson? I think it could be Tommy. Same Tommy from the art lesson book. And he loved both his grandmother and his great-grandmother very, very much. He and his family would go to visit every Sunday afternoon. His grandmother always seemed to be standing by the big black stove in the kitchen. So there's one grandmother. And then his great-grandmother was always in the bed upstairs because she was 94 years old. She was old and she wasn't very healthy, it looks like. So Tommy called them Nana downstairs and Nana upstairs. So that's his grandmother. That's probably his mom or dad's mom. And then this is his mom or dad's mom or dad's mom and mom or dad's grandmother. So it's his grandmother and it's his great-grandmother. She's a little older. So she is probably the mother to that grandmother. Almost every Sunday was the same. Tommy would run into the house, say hello to his grandfather Tom and Nana downstairs, and then go up the back stairway to the bedroom where Nana upstairs was. Get some candy, Nana upstairs would say, and he would open the lid of the sewing box on the dresser, and there would be candy mints. I remember when I used to go visit my grandmother, I called her Yaya because I'm Greek, and she would always have treats for me whenever I went to her house. She would say, go to the cupboard, and I'd open up a special cabinet, and I would find something special in there, treats, okay? So think about any of your relatives. Do they do things like that? Once, Nana downstairs came into the bedroom and helped Nana upstairs to the big Morris chair and tied her in so she wouldn't fall out. So this is what they call a Morris chair. It's wooden and it's very straight. Okay, it's not a rocking chair. And she's tying her in. So think about why she might be doing that. She's very frail. That means she's not very steady on her feet. Why will, and Tommy asked, why will Nana upstairs fall out? Tommy asked. Because she's 94 years old, Nana downstairs said. I'm 4 years old, Tommy said. Tie me in a chair too. So let's see what happens. This is really cute. And you know, one of the things that I'm noticing is that Tommy DePaula does the same thing. He puts a nice little frame. Another word for that might be a border around the picture. And this one's kind of wispy, almost like he's remembering. So this is like a book again about his memories when he grew up. So every Sunday after he found the candy mints in the sewing box on the dresser, Nana downstairs would come up the back stairway and tie Nana upstairs and Tommy in their chairs, and they would eat their candy and talk. So look at that. She's tied in her chair, she's sitting up, and he's in a chair and he's tied up. Why do you think he asked her to tie her in the chair. Think about that. Talk to the person next to you about why you think they're tied. They're both tied together. We know that she's frail and fragile, and we don't want Nana to fall. She's tied in. But why would Tommy want to do that too? I think they have a really good relationship. I think that shows what kind of person Tommy is. He didn't want her to feel like, ooh, you know, you have to be tied in a chair. I want to be tied in a chair too. And I'm going to sit and talk to you, and look at their holding hands. They have a really special bond. Nana upstairs told him about the little people. Now this is, as I read this, think about if you think this is real. Watch out for the fresh one with the red hat and the feather in it. He plays with matches, she said. I will, said Tommy. There he is, she said, over by the brush and comb. See him? See this little man? Do you think he really exists? I think it's an Irish tale that they used to call these little fairies little people and to watch out for them. But I don't think it's real. But she would tell him stories. When Nana downstairs had finished her work by the big black stove and baked a cake to eat before Tommy went home, she would come back upstairs. Now Nana downstairs would say as she untied Tommy from his chair, we must all take naps. So look, he's going to take a nap, and I think Nana upstairs is going to take a nap. After their naps, Nana downstairs would comb out Nana upstairs' beautiful silver white hair. Then Nana downstairs would comb and brush her own hair. And she would twist her hair and pin it up on the top of her head. Now make the cow's tail, Tommy would say. I think that she's going to braid it and then put it up. One day, Tommy's older brother came into the bedroom and saw Nana upstairs with her hair all down around her shoulders, and he ran away. She looks like a witch, he said. She does not, Tommy said. She's beautiful. What are you thinking right now? What kind of a person is his brother, and what kind of a person is Tommy? And just think about the relationship that they both share. Talk to the person next to you about what you're thinking. So Tommy obviously is very close with Nana upstairs and Nana downstairs, but he's really close with Nana upstairs. So he gets very irritated by what the older brother says. The older brother doesn't have that kind of relationship with Nana upstairs. So then Grandfather Tom says, time for ice cream, shouted Grandfather Tom, and Tommy and his brother went with him, and sometimes their father and their Uncle Charles down to the ice cream store. When they got back, it was time for Nana upstairs to have supper, and Tommy would help carry the tray of milk and crackers up the back stairway. Once, Tommy's father took movies of the whole family. He took movies of Nana downstairs and Nana upstairs, and Tommy stood in the middle. So see, and look at the cameras are a little different. And he holds up a light, which is the flash. Little different from now, where we take a lot of our pictures using cell phones, right? One morning, when Tommy woke up at his house, his mother came in to talk to him. Nana upstairs died last night, she said. What's died? Tommy asked. Died means that Nana upstairs won't be here anymore, Mother answered. So how do you think they're feeling? How can you tell? See the look on her face and see him? So they're snuggling up and they're hugging because it's sad. She passed away. She's up in heaven. So they went to Tom and Nana's downstairs house, and even though it wasn't Sunday, Tommy ran up the back stairway before he'd even said hello. He ran into Nana upstairs room. The bed was empty. Why do you think he ran up there? Maybe he's little. He probably doesn't really understand what that means. So he ran up just to see if she was still there. Tommy began to cry. See, now he knows it's real. She's not there. Won't she ever come back, he asked. No, dear, Mother said softly. except in your memory. She will come back in your memory whenever you think about her. From then on, he called Nana downstairs just plain Nana, right? Because now Nana upstairs isn't alive, so Nana downstairs doesn't have to be Nana downstairs. She can just be Nana. But what do you think the mother means when she says she will come back in your memory whenever you think about her? What do you think she means by that? Talk to the person next to you. So I think she's talking about how whenever he wants to think about her, he needs to remember all of the special things that they did together, all of those memories. And it's special to him because he has a lot of them. He spent a lot of time with her. Okay, so that's how he'll remember her and those happy times. But that's really the only way she'll be with him, is in his memory. A few nights later, Tommy woke up and looked out his bedroom window at the stars. All of a sudden, a star fell through the sky. He got up and he ran to his mother and father's room. "I just saw a falling star," he said. "Perhaps that was a kiss from Nana upstairs," said Mother. So the mom's saying, oh, maybe that was just a kiss that she sent to you from the stars. A long time later, when Tommy had grown up, Nana downstairs was old and in bed just like Nana upstairs. And then she died too. And one night when he looked out at his bedroom window, Tommy saw another star fall gently from the sky, through the sky. "Now you are both Nana upstairs," he thought. Now think about that. Why does he say that? Now you are both Nana upstairs. He saw a second star fall from the sky. Another kiss from now his second grandmother. And now they're both upstairs, right? They're both upstairs in the sky. Okay? So again, it's interesting because we're seeing that Tommy DePaula likes to write about his life. He likes to write about when he was young and had his first art lesson. He likes to write about his family and Nana, Nana upstairs and Nana downstairs. So why do you think that he and his grandmother liked spending so much time together? Talk to that person next to you, or maybe your stuffed animal, whoever's sitting with you. They really did have a special bond, and it was like it was every single Sunday, right? They would go and visit. It was the same. So they looked forward to their time together, and they really built a very strong friendship. Do you see how some of the illustrations are similar to the art lesson? These are a little bit more colorful. Okay, these are a little bit hued, almost like this happened. He's really trying to remember because he was a lot smaller when Nana upstairs passed away. Whereas this, he's probably 5 or 6 years old, so he probably has a stronger memory. So maybe these colors indicate that he remembers more about that. Okay. But his characters look very similar too. The way he draws people and paints people are very similar. Okay. So what you could do today, now that you've listened to the story, is maybe think about someone special in your life. He wrote about his Nana upstairs and his Nana downstairs. Maybe you could draw a picture or write a book about somebody that's special in your life and tell us all of the things that you love to do with your special person that you choose. Okay, and it could be anybody. It could be a friend, it could be a teacher, it could be your mom or dad, it could be cousins, grandma or grandpas, whoever. Okay? So now we've read the art lesson and we've read Nana upstairs and downstairs. Let's talk about some of the things that we noticed about Nana upstairs, Nana downstairs. So we noticed that Tommy DePaula writes stories about his own life. We just talked about that. And he does like to write about his childhood. His family is very important to him, we can tell. And he draws a border around his illustrations. He has that little technique. I don't know if he does it in every book, but he does it in a lot of the books that he writes about his own family.